What's up, everybody? In the DUI universe, this is the one. I'm back. I'm back home. I'm not saying exactly where my home is, but you all know where I'm talking about. I'm back. And I got some stuff to talk about from my trip. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. First thing I'm going to talk about, look right here, folks. Look at it. WrestleMania 27. Look at this ticket. Look at it. Yes, it's a little bent, but hey, it's still a part of history. Oh, yes. And check out this shirt. Check it out. Oh my goodness. It's so cool, isn't it? You all wish you had this shirt, don't you? Oh, yes. Ha ha ha, that shirt's cool. Anyway, before I show off the rest of the merchandise or anything else, I'm going to talk about the matches that happened at WrestleMania. The first one was a dark match. Sheamus started as Sheamus versus Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him. Towards like the 5-minute mark or something like that. They were brawling outside with the Lumberjacks, so it got turned into a pre-show battle royal by Teddy Long. Great Khali won that. I would have been happier if Daniel Bryan or somebody won it, but what can you do? The first match, Edge versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. I seriously thought Alberto was going to win. He almost had it on many occasions with getting Edge into submission hold. And Brodus Clay and Christian were out there also. But Edge pulled it out. It was a great victory for Edge. A very good match, in my opinion. The second match was, looking at my shirt, Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes on the main pay-per-view. I thought that was a very good match. Could have been better if given more time, but I thought it was a very good match. The third match, I believe, was... If I get the match order wrong, please don't get mad, please. I think the third match was the 8-man tag team match between Big Show, Kane, Santino, and Kofi Kingston against the Core. That match was extremely short. It could have been a lot longer, so that match should have been the dark match on the pay-per-view, honestly. Just because of the length. It was basically a spot fest for the faces to hit their big moves and everything like that and make the Core look weak, which I think is ridiculous since the Core has the WWE Tag Team titles and the Intercontinental title. But what can you do? It's WWE. What do you know? The fourth match, I believe, was Randy Orton versus CM Punk. Excellent, excellent match. For the time it was given, it was very well done. Both men, some of the best in the world at what they do. Excellent match. Wish it would have been longer, but what can you do? But still, an excellent, excellent match. The one after that, Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special ref. That match, I know some people think that match went too long, but I think it told a great story. And I think for Cole not being a wrestler, he did a good job. And for what he had to do as a cowardly heel. And I think it was a very good story told. And seeing Booker get the stunner and Josh Matthews getting the stunner, that was funny. Yes, that was funny. Oh, and the show opened up with The Rock. The Rock blew the roof off. Almost. He almost did. It was like, that's how hot the crowd was for The Rock. They loved everything he said. Everything like that. They loved the backstage segment with him and even Mae Young, then Stone Cold, and Pee Wee Herman, and all that. And it was very, very well done. I will say that The Rock is a true professional. Um, the match after Cole and Lawler, I believe, was the Undertaker versus Triple H. That's right. That match got the most time on the entire show. Very well done. Both men professionals. For a little bit, you actually thought Triple H was going to win the match. He didn't, obviously, but you almost thought he was going to. And Hell's Gate, getting caught in that, Triple H, it was over. He had to tap out. He couldn't fight it anymore. He tried. He had the sledgehammer at one point during that move, but it was done. It was over. There was no way he was going to survive it. The next match, John Morrison, Trish Stratus, Snooki versus Dolph Ziggler, Lay Cool with Vicky Guerrero. That match was another match that wasn't given good amount of time because the guys never really got in there. It was mainly the women that fought it. Trish Stratus and McCool and Layla were the main three fighting that whole match until Snooki got tagged in, which impressed me what she did. That impressed me because I didn't know she was athletic. I didn't know she had a cheerleading background. What do you know? I did not know that. So overall, though, we booed Snooki when she first got tagged in and she accepted it. And then when she did the moves, people started cheering for her. It was just, bam, that instant turn right there. The next match was John Cena versus The Miz, which almost ended in, what did it almost end in? A draw, that's it. Many people were not happy about that. I couldn't have cared less because I'm not the biggest fan of both men. I just respect their ring work somewhat. Well, not really John Cena's. I respect John Cena's work ethic, but I respect the Miz has gotten better in the ring. But overall, that match, very predictable on who was going to walk out champion towards the end, especially when The Rock came out and hit the rock bottom on John Cena. It was very, very predictable once he came out extremely. So, here's some other WrestleMania merchandise. This was a special collector's cup. Yes, you're all jealous. You're jealous. A program right here. See? And then you flip it over and you get the Hall of Fame. And my other shirt that I got at WrestleMania. Y'all know I'm a fan of CM Punk. So, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to. It was too good to pass up. Ha 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 ha. I can't remember everything that happened on Raw. Cause see, no, that's the wrong ticket. This is the right ticket. See, Monday Night Raw, Phillips Arena. Wahahaha. I was there. Y'all couldn't see me because I was sitting up in the nosebleeds, literally. WrestleMania. Backtrack real fast. WrestleMania. I was sitting not in the nosebleeds, I would say, but in a higher up section. But I could see the ring perfectly. They had the big screens over the ring, so I could still watch it that way also, but I could see the ring. Anyway, back to Raw. I was sitting up in the nosebleeds, but sitting at a great angle to see the ring. On Raw, the highlights, Alberto Del Rio beating Evan Bourne. That was a good short match. Tyson Kidd and Yoshitatsu for Superstars was an excellent match for them. Ted DiBiase versus Santino Marella. A good wrestling match. People started chanting boring during that match for Superstars, but it was actually a good wrestling match. That's right, WWE. I said wrestling. Let's see what else happened. Trish and John Morrison beating Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero. Yeah, that was a good match for what it was. I'll give them that. Vicky Guerrero, I still don't think she has any place inside the ring. I know other stuff happened. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Um, Short match, could have been longer, but I understand they were saving time for The Rock and Cena at the end of the show. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. That was an excellent tag team match. Both Rhodes and Punk playing the heels perfectly. Orton still selling the injury. Mysterio still doing what he does best. Very, very good show. Very good match by those men. Oh yes, the biggest thing, in my opinion. That's right. I got his shirt. I got his shirt. It's Sin Cara. Yes, Sin Cara, the former Mystico in CMWL. Seeing him live in person, even though he didn't compete, but attacking Sheamus is a heck of a lot different than seeing him on television. No offense to those that watched him on television, but man, that guy can fly. That guy can. Oh, he is gonna do big things in the WWE. I'm predicting that he's gonna do huge things in the WWE. I know he also was on SmackDown, and I talked to someone about this, but I was thinking on Raw, what if they did a three-way feud for the United States title? Sin Cara, Sheamus, Daniel Bryan. Think about that, people. Three different styles for the most part. Three different countries. Could be interesting. Could be very interesting, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Seeing Stone Cold on Raw was great. Seeing the tough enough contestants, I could have lived without some of that. But I recognized at least a couple of them from the independent scene, like M Dog 20, Matt Cross. I recognized him instantly from Ring of Honor, Wrestling Society X, uh, other promotions he's competed in. But seeing Alex Riley get beat up by Stone Cold, that was funny to me. And The Miz, I heard he couldn't compete because of a concussion from WrestleMania, so he was not able to compete, obviously, which was smart on WWE's part to not let him compete. I think they're going to try to build a Miz versus Stone Cold match. It just seems like it from that segment. I don't know if they will, but it seems like it. And some of the backstage segments could have lived without on Raw, except I don't really remember them. The commercials during Raw could have lived without. Oh, the dark match, Mark Henry beat Zack Ryder. Saw that one coming a mile away. Uh, didn't see a lot of the Raw superstars. Didn't really see any divas except for Trish and Vicky. Um, and then the last segment, John Cena and The Rock making their main event match for WrestleMania 28. I hope they can keep people interested for that for a whole year. We'll have to see how it builds with The Rock shooting movies. John Cena still competing in the WWE. We'll have to see how that builds. The Triple H promo, backtracking really fast, it makes it seem like they're going to do Triple H versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. That's what it seemed like. And from his promo, I could be wrong, but that's what it seemed like. Back to the Rock and Cena promos. Very well done by both men. And being attacked by the Core made me think that maybe The Rock and Cena will team up sometimes to get The Rock back into the ring some more for preparation for the WrestleMania 28 match. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but that's the vibe I was getting. And that is my experience in Atlanta. I know people waited for this, and I hope you all like it, hearing my personal views and everything. And hopefully, I'll be able to do this again next time I go to an event, whether it be Ring of Honor, WWE, another independent show, whatever it may be, because I'm going to try to go to some more once I am stabilized and everything with, you guys know. I'm not saying it out loud, but yeah, you guys know. And that is all I got to say. So thank you for everyone who watched this video. And see you all real soon.